Pope Francis always talks about the date of our baptism. He tells us that the date of our baptism is as important as the date of our birth, and that we should celebrate the date of our baptism the way we celebrate our birthdays. And he even said recently that you should get another cake for the day of your baptism. So you have two cakes. You have your birthday cake and you have your baptism cake. And the reason that the Pope wants us to celebrate the date of our baptism is because it's the most important date of our lives. Because when we were baptized, then we became part of Jesus's body in the world today. We became his brother or his sister. We began our lives with Jesus as our best friend and as our closest friend. And boys and girls, you're now preparing to celebrate your next two sacraments. Baptism, that wonderful sacrament when you belong to Jesus, was your first sacrament. And now you're going to celebrate your first confession, and then after that your first Holy Communion. But today I want to talk to you about how wonderful the gift is that you're going to receive in your first confession. We love when people tell us that they love us. You know, sometimes maybe when your parents are finishing a conversation to you, they say, love you. But the person who loves us most is God. And God confesses his love for us all the time. He waits for us to come to him, to talk to him in prayer, to come to him at Mass, so that he can show how much he loves us. And in the sacrament of confession, God confesses his love in a new way for each one of you, because he confesses his forgiveness. You see, when we say sorry to God for the times when we don't love, for the times when we sin, God is just waiting to accept our sorrow and to tell us that he loves us and that he forgives us, and that there's no barrier between us, him and us at all. We're united, we're friends, we're one. And you see, boys and girls, when you sin, when you don't show love, what you do is, it's a wee bit like fighting with somebody in the house. You know, you're not speaking to them. You're fighting, you're not good, you have a sad face on, you have no fun. But when we say sorry, joy comes back into our faces. We smile again in the sacrament of confession, because God says, I love you. I forgive you. I want you to stay with me always. Don't fight with me. You see, when we sin, in a sense, we're fighting with God. And God doesn't want to fight. He doesn't fight. He just waits for us to stop and come back. So boys and girls, in the sacrament that you're going to receive soon, what you're doing is you're confessing your need for God, because you're telling God, I'm sorry for the times I sinned, for the times I didn't show love, for the times I didn't keep God in the center of my life, and when I didn't love other people. And God is confessing to you, I love you, I forgive you, we're friends, and I love you always.